I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Now, to be perfectly fair, I'm doing the review like this because of the stupid allergy stuff going on my nose, but this is actually appropriate for this movie. This is what I felt like. That's what I felt watching this movie. But this is another review. Thank you to people who have requested reviews either directly via my PayPal or by joining my Patreon. I really do appreciate that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting reviews or re-reviews or topics or anything of that sort, like I said, you can do so directly via my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. The links will be down in the info box. This is for Thomas, who wanted my thoughts on Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, which is Troma. Lloyd Kaufman. Fuck. If I could eat this microphone, I would. Shove it down my fucking throat, deep throat it. Because I felt like I got deep throated with this fucking movie, man. I felt like this. I'm just watching the movie. I'm just sitting back, lying back. I'm going, fucking Troma. If you're a Troma fan, teach their own. They obviously have an audience. I'm not one of them. I've never been a fan of Troma. I'm not even a fan of the Toxic Avenger. I've seen some of their films, and I could not get into any of them. I don't get into their comedy. I don't get into their sense of humor. Sadly, I can see where some of the angry video game nerds' humor comes from. Because I like James Wolfe, I like the AVGN, but I'm not always 100% on his humor. And when I saw his movie, I see some of the jokes that he has, and also having Lloyd Kaufman both in his movie and in the Toxic Crusaders video game review. I'm like, yeah, this guy, he was definitely a big fan inspired by Troma, that sense of humor. Whereas a lot of that type of juvenile jokes, but juvenile jokes can work, but this is just bottom of the barrel bullshit. I mean, one of the first fucking scenes is our two main characters trying to fuck each other in the middle of the night. And one of the lines going, "You're the best dry humper at school." That's what the guys on the basketball team say. And zombie hands come out of the fucking ground and put two fingers up the ass of the fucking lead character with a sound. That's what happens. The guy's on top trying to fuck his girl. Zombie hands come out and put two fingers up the guy's ass. And we see this. And we see a guy coming at them with an axe, but not to kill them. He just has a cock in his hand. And we see the cock. Because he's watching and he's loving it. So I guess the lead guy's so stupid he thought the girl put the fingers up his ass. They finally leave. The guy with the axe, the zombie hands go up and shove a hand up his ass and through his fucking mouth and then back out. You know what? I would like someone to take this idea and not do it the Troma way. Because yes, it's a silly, stupid idea, but it's a silly, stupid idea that could work in its fun factor. Where this fried chicken fast food building is erected on top of this burial ground, and later on people start turning into chicken monsters. And when it was that segment, when it was that part, we get some entertaining practical effects of people being turned to part human, part chickens, and then they're killing people, kind of like how you would do with chickens, whether the chickens bite people's heads off or tear people's heads off, or they take people's legs and like a wishbone. That part was entertaining, and that part and those elements could be put to better usage in a different movie, in a movie not directed by Lloyd fucking Kaufman, which, I'm sorry, I don't think the guy's talented. I mean, he was successful. I mean, did he have credit where credit's due? But that just further shows success does not equal talent. And vice versa. So, Ron Jeremy makes a cameo as the guy who's like, you're doomed, you're doomed. This fast food place opens up. Our lead characters, the girlfriend is now part lesbian, is on this protest against the chicken place. The lead guy's pissed off. He's this nerdy guy, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to get a job at the fast food place. Might as well. The place opens up. There's no customers. Then customers start coming in. They try to be witty by having some of the characters called Arby and Denny and Wendy's. I'm like, is there a guy named BK? Some guy named The Hut? No, there's not. But there's a character named Arby, Denny's, and another person named Wendy. I'm not sure if there's one named Mickey D. If not, that's a lost opportunity. But, I mean, you have stuff. They eat the stuff, and of course, there's tainted stuff because there's these weird chicken eggs. One fat guy eats it, and then he goes to the toilet, and we see an up close of his ass, or I guess what's supposed to be his ass. And then, sadly, I just see James Wolfe AVGN doing this kind of skit where there's a shit geyser, we keep hearing the guy farting, and shitting all over the fucking walls, and it's because another person comes out of it. Or the lead guy has a goddamn fucking dream scene where his girlfriend and the lesbian, after he goes, eat my meat, you vegan whores, at a dream scene where they have sex, but then all this other goofy, stupid shit happens. At times, this is a fucking musical. People sing their fucking songs like, "Your happy meal sent from above." Yeah, suck my fucking nuggets, movie. One of the workers is jerking off into the food because he's a freedom fighter. And he's moaning and groaning. I'm like, yeah, I'm moaning and groaning, not for pleasure, Sally. God damn it. Lloyd Kaufman's in the fucking film as the older version of our lead character just because. And just so he can have a song. No chance for romance, just dick in my hand. How about you put a dick in your mouth and shut your face? Christ. And both of these, the older version, Lloyd Kaufman, and the lead, the younger version, the joke is they're wearing these outfits, but they look like fucking Girl Scouts, rated wilderness girls, Girl Scout fucking cooties. I got your fucking cootie up here. Jesus Christ. I'm glad I'm laying down. This is like fucking therapy. Yeah, my arm up. Might as well. If I, oh, here's a joke, I sniff my armpit. That's the kind of fucking humor in Troma films I'm just not a fan of. What are you? You're a guy that with a webcam and a shitty microphone. Yeah, you know what? You're right. But this costs $0. A lot more to save with Poultrygeist. I'll give credit where some of the effects of the, like I said, the chicken, when it got to that bit, was entertaining, but then you gotta go through so much other stupid shit. Like one guy, the freedom fighter, he gets pushed to the meat grinder, and then he's Paco. I guess because it was for Taco Bell, so his name was Paco, and he becomes a sloppy Jose. That's what they call him. There's a sloppy Joe burger with these two things for eyes. He's sloppy Jose. Or you have a redneck fucking the meat of a chicken. And it turns, and then this girl who, oh yeah, they make the joke because this is 2006, so it's a few years after 9/11, so she has this, and people think she's going to make stuff blow up. She shoves a broom up his ass and stops the theme, but takes the guy's dick with it. And the customers, they start picking up this green shit. One guy shits out an egg. The Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker, he shoots out an egg. And then there's a zombie chicken, bites some people's heads off. One guy's telling a story like he's Quint from fucking Jaws. One of them literally turns into, it's an interesting idea where his skin starts becoming like an egg and then it bursts. That's what I mean, when it gets to that part of the film, as in the actual fucking Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, was getting to the actual fucking title of the movie, and we're like an hour in. That's the thing, this sequence should have happened 25 minutes in. Not a fucking hour in. Maybe 20 minutes in. But when it gets that, okay, eyes are being pecked out, faces being slashed, heads being torn off, the chicken effects are fun. Low budget, sure, but practical fun. Yeah, I was enjoying that bit for what it is. It was graphic, it was gory, it was nasty. Again, the effects were fun to look at. But it's not enough. Then they do a couple things and blow up the store, and then it's the lead guy, his girlfriend, and this little girl they find. And then because it's Troma, they want to be funny. They're driving down, the car flips over. It's a car flip that's, was it first in the Toxic Avenger? I forget what fucking movie it was in first, but it's a reused clip. Either purposely as a joke or they could not afford a car flipping over. And the three die. And then the movie ends. And I'm like, whatever. I don't even care that everyone died. I don't give a shit. It's not because it's a silly, stupid idea. Of course, look at the title. The acting, they can't do much with the crap script they're given. It's just, I'm not a fan of Troma's humor, and my eyes are closed because I'm visualizing the movie in my head. I'm going, I don't care for these type of jokes. I mean, 10 minutes in or 5 minutes in two people fucking and zombie fingers going up people's asses. With and a lot of that. Hell, there's a scene where the two characters are talking and you hear and that's what I mean. Sadly, a scene like that where two characters are talking and you just hear a lot of fart sounds. Sadly, I actually see that being in a James Wolfe Angel Video Game Nerd skit. That's what I mean. I liked a lot of his videos, but when it gets to those parts of his skits, they're my least favorite. I think now I know his inspiration is because of Lloyd Kaufman's crap like this. Obviously, you either like this stuff or you don't. You either like this type of humor or you don't. Obviously, I'm not that type of guy. Recognizable people, the only one I recognized was Ron Jeremy. There might have been others. It's stuff that's trying to be so shocking that you don't laugh because it's so daring, shocking, and how crazy, kooky it is. If I literally just took the camera, bent over, and shit on the fucking webcam, I don't think that would elicit laughs. It'd be like, what the fuck am I watching this for? But yeah, I mean, it's cool, Thomas, if you're a fan of the film. I don't know, maybe he's not, I don't know. But I've heard this film, at least I saw it. It was for free on YouTube, I'll give it that. So I didn't have to pay anything. With Troma, they put a lot of their stuff for free on YouTube. So there is that. But yeah, this was not for me. Just like Troma's not for me. And I probably would have been more screaming and yelling if it wasn't for these allergies, but maybe that's for the best because my voice would have been hoarse. I really don't know what else to say other than that. So, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you in the next video. Later.